Okay, Lumecca. Remember, this is all things skin. It does multiple opportunities for your patients. So now we've treated some skin laxity. We've treated some texture. Now we've got fine lines and wrinkles. IPL should be a foundation of your skincare practice. IPL is intense pulse light, and it uses filters and wavelengths to specifically address telangiectasias, dyschromias in the dermis. So you can see here, I cut off the video, but we've got dyschromias in the dermis. This is using wavelengths to target those. Now, what makes this different, this is a little sciencey, what makes this very different than IPL has been around forever. Most of you know about it. If you don't, welcome to the party. This should be a foundation for your treatments for specifically discolorations. Okay, so the take home is discolorations. You need to be able to treat that. Now, what makes this different is it's got a very high peak power and a left-shifted photon spectrum. Oh my gosh, that sounded really laser physics. So what this means to us is efficiency. There's a lot of IPLs on the market. There's a lot of good ones. This is what separates us from even the good ones, is the fact that we have a lot of power that is strategically targeted. So when you look at a left-shifted wavelength, this is where most standard IPLs live. What's crazy is that the wavelengths of reds, browns is somewhere in here. So we're off on most standard IPLs on what we're blocking out from our filters, but we have shifted this left to include very strategically where reds and browns live. All that to say, it requires way less treatments for clearance. Because I have a stronger device that is more specifically targeted for reds and browns. Both of those things lead to less treatments required for clearance. More efficiency is what that is saying. So as little as 1 and 2, we get great clearance rather than the 3s and 4s. Same kind of story when we get to our laser hair removal devices. Now, if you haven't seen IPL, there's a few things that are just, I love. A lot of stuff in my world takes time when I'm talking about surgery, right? I cut you. Unfortunately, there's an expectation by most patients that I get a mommy makeover on Friday and I'm in my 2-piece bikini sitting in Cabo on Sunday. That's not reality, but that is the expectation nowadays. And that's because social media and all the rest. So my point is there's a lot of things in my world that take time for patients to see the results. I love IPL because this is one of those things that literally the same night, they're like, oh my gosh, look at all that stuff. You tell them brown is good. This will come to the surface. The more brown you see, it'll look like you have terrible freckles. That means all that stuff's going to slough off over the next couple of days.